What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Mikhael, and I have a theory video on the archetype that everybody forgot. So what is the archetype? Long forgotten time. That is the Phantom Beast archetype. What is the theory, you might ask? Well, my theory is that the Phantom Beasts were the prototype, or possibly the inspiration for how the Bujin archetype works. And we're going to get into that right now. So, first off, let's establish what are the Phantom Beasts. So, the only Phantom Beast cards we have are Chimera, as it's always treated as a Phantom Beast card. Its English name doesn't reflect it, but its Japanese name reflects that. Same thing with Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. Phantom Beast Rock Lizard. We got this Thunder Pegasus horse and the Crosswing. So, what do they do? And why do I think that they are what inspired the Bujin deck? So, they are Beast Warriors who have these effects, or well, they have different effects, and we'll get into the level 4s later, because the level 4s effects are much different from Rock Lizard. So Rock Lizard wants to lowers its tribute cost if you control a Phantom Beast. If it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict 500 to your opponent, and then when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by opponent's card effect, you inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. At the time this card came out, it still wasn't very good. You didn't want to tribute monsters, and we had no way to get Gazelle out, and the other Phantom Beasts didn't special summon themselves out in any way, shape, or form. So this card was still kind of hard to bring out and required resources to do. However, I think that its Destroyed by Battle was a little ahead of its time. This came out in, or was kind of a prefecture of what was to come in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a lot of cards that destroyed things by battle or had an effect that destroyed things by battle usually said and sent to the graveyard. This, however, does not. So it was kind of like a little ahead of its time. We know what Gazelle is. It's just a normal monster, and it was one of Yugi's monsters. Same thing with Chimera. But what makes me think that this deck, that doesn't seem like it would ever do anything, and doesn't even look like the Bujins, what makes me think that they are the inspiration for how the Bujins at least play? Well, let's look at the level 4s. So, Phantom Beast Crosswing is a Beast Warrior, which the Bujins love Beast Warriors. They specifically want Bujin Beast Warriors out, and on top of that, it's a light like the Bujins are, and it has a graveyard effect. It boosts all attack while it's in the graveyard. And I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound very Bujin. That effect sounds pretty generic. Those are generic things. You are correct. And it doesn't look like one. It looks more like it would be in the Samorg archetype. However, the next card does look a little like the Bujins to me. So, Phantom Beast Thunder Pegasus is a level 4 Beast Warrior. When your opponent declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Phantom Beast monster you control. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. You know what else cares about protecting your monsters? And all of that? It cares about protecting your monsters from the graveyard, from not, it doesn't negate the attack. It specifically says it protects it. The Bujins care about that. They banish themselves from the grave, the little ones, the non-Beast Warriors, and besides Crane, I think, and Crow, they banish themselves from the graveyard to protect their Yamato, their Mikazuchis, their Susanowos, and all that. And And they even put a better version of this effect on Hair. Hair says you can target a Bujin warrior type, or beast warrior Bujin type monster you control. Once during this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Now, Thunder Pegasus protects for the whole turn. Bujin protects, Hair protects the first time it would be destroyed. And, this is a hard one to return. This is not. But they protect against different things. Or kind of. But that's a interesting thing is that, I realized because I was going to make a video of the long forgotten archetype of the Phantom Beasts and how they took the name Phantom Beast and made the Mecha Phantom Beasts and ran with it. And then they ignored this one altogether, and that was the end of that. But anyway, what I'm saying is I think that these were kind of, they were an interesting archetype, and I think that I have this nostalgia for Rock Lizard since when I was a kid, my mom bought me the tin, and because he comes in a collector's tin and all that, and he's a really cool looking card to me. He still is, and his effect was kind of cool to me as well, because when you're a little kid and you're not thinking about the meta, you're like, 500 damage after destroying a monster, and it's only one tribute if you tribute Gazelle. Heck yeah, dude. But anyway, I think that is it. Tell me what you guys think. About my theory of this being the prototype or the inspiration for it. Granted, we never got a full archetype for the regular Phantom Beast, and by the time Konami probably even considered it, they decided to just do away with it and make the Mecha Phantom Beasts and eventually the Bujins instead. But tell me what you think about my theory, and if you would like to see them ever make support for the Phantom Beasts. But that is going to do it for this video. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email's in the description. I would love to see it. I would love to see what you can come up with. If you want to see me play, maybe I'll play Phantom Beast and get destroyed on the Casual Duel series, leave it in the comments section. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.